What's up, y'all? It's JP, and today I want to give y'all my top 3 easiest tips to become a better point guard right now. Now, the footage you're going to see is from our JP10s. Join the Discord if you want to run Prime with us and all of our subscribers. Also, keep in mind, the perspective you're seeing is from my brothers. So, it's going to look like I'm on defense, but I'm really the one with the ball. Keep that in mind, okay? Alright, make sure to like and comment. I want to get right into it. Now, the first tip and my biggest piece of advice as a point guard is to remain patient. A lot of times, people see a read that they miss and just make the pass. For example, I'm going to rewind this. I could have made the pass right here to this man, but because I realized I missed it, I didn't panic. I just waited, and guess what? The spot stays open. They make a mistake on defense, and I still get a good pass to my shooter, wide open. A big reason why I preach patience as being a key factor as a point guard is plays like this, where it's up 8 at the end of the game. Do not force a shot if you don't have to. Milk the clock and then get a good shot after maybe 5-6 seconds, rather than taking a quick one, because you know 2K, you could miss wide open. So do not rush it. Take your time as a point guard. Trust me. You don't have to make the first pass or late pass that you think you missed. If you missed a pass, be patient, I promise. And you're going to see real soon why that still works. This play here. I like talking about this too because I'm going to rewind it. A lot of times, you know, it's like in rec, right? You have teammates that are either not playing like this guy or that are still coming up the court behind you. To ensure that you have proper space to work, you need to wait on your players to get down the court or at least cross the half court line. You can't just rush into your offensive possession, because a lot of times that's going to leave you 4-on-5 or 3-on-5. So as a point guard, you got to keep these things in mind. So that's what I did here. And what I want you to realize is, right, I missed my man cutting right here. But unlike randoms in the rec, I'm not just going to force the pass now because I saw him late, because now that's going to put my teammate in a bad spot. And that's the last thing you want to do as a point guard, because you're probably the best playmaker. So putting a teammate with less playmaking in a bad situation will never cut it. So I waited out and I tried to space the floor back to the middle so he can go back to the wing. And you see, this man here is helping. So what do? We take our time, wait for the right moment, hit our teammate, he's wide open, green. And another thing about patience is realizing, like, if your teammate cuts right there, let's rewind it again. You don't have to pass to every cut if you're not sure about it. Just because he cuts does not mean automatically pass the ball. So that first cut, didn't pass. Maybe he would have had it if he kept going, but guess what? Didn't force the pass, waited it out. I'm trying to create right here, right? But then he sees another angle, and the second time, we get it to work. Now this right here is going to be another example of patience in regards to time management. It's the end of the quarter. Take that time off the clock and try to shoot with as little time as possible so the other team can't score. You see me here, get to my spot, make the shot, and instead of shooting with like 10-15 seconds left, the other team only has 5 seconds left to score, and most likely they're not going to even try to waste a timeout if they think they could get a better look. So you want to get that opponent with the least time possible at the end of the quarter to score. Don't just rush because you see a shot. As a point guard, control the tempo and the flow. Now remember what I said earlier about not forcing the pass just because you didn't see it. Now it looks like I made that pass on time, right? But let me tell you what went through my head during this play. So when I catch the ball here, right, my first instinct is always to look for the cutter going down the middle. But since they have 3 defenders on this left side, it's more likely that they're going to be able to rotate out and cover all those angles. So what do I do instead? I wait for my corner guy here, who will most likely fill this lane for a 3-point shot. And guess what? Defensive miscommunication leads to a wide open shot, because I didn't force that first pass down to the cutter, even though I thought that might be the first option. I'm trying to tell ya, being patient is going to reward you as a point guard more times than not. Wide open shot, green. Now the second piece of advice I want to go over is attacking angles as a point guard, whether that's to score or to play make. On this play you'll see, right? And I've been over this move a lot of times. I see the angle I want to take is towards the elbow right here, right? But can y'all guess the issue? There's 3 help defenders. And although right here, I did have this shot, I pre-planned, which is a mistake by me, to do my step back and then attack back this way. Because there's only one person to help over here, and that's a further run from the left side to help over, which makes it easier read for me if the left side helps. So I do my hop back. I thought they were going to pinch, to be honest. Defender jumps, and at that point, they're dead in the water. Yo, if y'all want this build, by the way, and this build is a bucket, get this video to 50 likes and I'll drop it. It's my new ISO build. I know I just gave y'all my 98 mid-range 98.3, but this build here is probably my favorite build on 2K24. Let's keep it running though. Now look, as a point guard, you gotta wait for your people to set up. Like I said before, patience always plays a part, right? Look at where this guy is pushing me. I have this whole angle. Simplify your game as a point guard. Do not do anything unnecessary. If the guy is giving you this angle, take it. It's wide open. The help is going to be late, if anything, and that's an easy kick to the corner. The only thing to look out for is fake steps or the person sitting low stepping up. But him doing this automatically causes a reaction from the defense. Now here they didn't really do anything, but as a point guard, pay attention for who's helping, who's pinching, who's blitzing, and then make the read properly. Keep in mind, making a read doesn't mean only passing. Scoring the ball is part of making reads. And as y'all see, man, I got that mean contact dunk and one. Now this is going to be a more technical example of attacking angles, right? Bringing the ball down the court in my right hand. What does the lock want to do? The lock wants to get to that ball and reach. So I try to time it out to switch sides so that he can overrun it like this. And guess what? Once they do that, more often than not, they're gonna overcorrect. And guess what you get? Switch hands again, beat him, wide open lane. If this center decides to stay, it's gonna be easy read to the corner or the wing, and that's money. But right here, I beat him because I attacked his angles. He's trying to beat me to a spot. Guess what? I won't let you cross over. And like you see right here, just a wide open dunk. Now this clip right here is probably one of my favorite things to do. I beat my original defender right here, and I know that pinch or blitz is coming, so I do my moving crossover back towards the middle. And I'm telling you, as an ISOer, this is, I hate to say OP, but it's a cheat code, because every time you get that step on them and you could just meter dunk your life away. The only way to stop this is if this defender right here, I hope you can see my mouse, pinches early and this defender is willing to play two and drop and fake step. You need good corners to be able to guard this move. See the open dunk? I'll play it again just so you see what I'm talking about on full speed. Bring the ball down the court, beat my original defender, cross over to avoid the blitz. Wide open dunk. Now remember what I said earlier too about keeping the game simple. I beat my defender here, right? And knowing that I've dunked a couple times, they're playing a little bit low. So there's the pass to my wing here, yes, but I can just pull my left stick back or diagonal down if you want a fat stop to seal my defender right here, and you just shoot the ball. Keep it simple. That's also why I like patience, because patience is simple. You don't rush, see what you get, and with sharp take, this is a great shot. Wide open, green. Speaking of keeping it simple, right? What I noticed about when another guard is guarding you, if they have low perimeter and you have the speed, the ball handle, and dunk, you could literally just sprint and get this little blow by animation right by them. And I'm telling you, especially if they have low perimeter defense, just take that drive. Don't even do any moves. You see, I didn't do now one move here, got right by my defender, and usually this causes a reaction, but they just want to give up the two. So guess what? Take an easy bucket when you can. Now you see, end of the shot clock here, right? The lock is guarding me this way, and guess what I'm gonna do? Exactly what I showed y'all a couple clips ago. The defender wants to step up, and I beat my man, so guess what? Push cross to the middle, and I've been telling y'all this all year long. That mid-range is a cheat code, that's money. Now, the third most important piece of advice as a point guard is knowing how to play off the ball. And a big part of that is gonna be Spotfinder and just spacing the floor. On the first clip here, you're gonna see me fake to the right and then just Spotfinder back. Spotfinder is one of the best badges in this game. If you don't know, now you know. But yeah, as a guard, you have to be able to move off the ball properly and also space the court. You see me here, I'll rewind it because it played. Now on this clip right here, my son Mills is trying to pass to my man's right here, but it drags him towards me. So guess what? Realizing that, I'm going to try to get away from that man because now it's 2-on-1. And guess what? Now he's stuck here. They rotate And guys, keep in mind when I say things like cutting, you have to be mindful of the situation. Right now, Will the Bucket just got the ball, so that's a good time to cut, not when he's mid-dribble, mid-drive. You want to see how the defense is playing and also if anybody else on your team has a cut, right? So for instance, my corner man here could cut. My man is playing way too aggressive, so guess what I do? See that I'm in front of him? Take the easy back door. Here's another example of moving off the ball. See the weaker defender playing way too high. And like I said again, you see my teammate just catches the ball. They're hugging this whole side over here. Their defenders are playing it really tight. So instead of just stopping top of the key on this wrap, I take that inside route. There's no help because guess what? The center is way outside the paint. That's also the best time to cut. When the big man or paint protector is not there, then that's the best time to cut. Wide open dunk, wide open lane, man. Easy buckets. Now playing off ball doesn't mean just cutting and stuff, right? I gave the ball to my 2 guard because I trust him, and guess what I do? I just space the court over here knowing that he can play make as well as I can. Now a lot of y'all are too busy moving around and that's why you don't get open shots. Look at my defender sleeping and I'm standing still. Me spacing the court brings more scoring opportunities to my team. I know a lot of y'all hate sitting in the corner, hate standing still, but if you're a point guard or a shooting guard or anybody on this game even, understand that the best thing you could do for your teammates is space the court, be patient and wait for your opportunity to cut. Don't just take your first one, because you never know what the point guard's going through while he's bringing the ball down the court. And I'll say this, as a point guard, you should definitely respect that when somebody else is dribbling the basketball. You should not be the one ruining the space and cutting randomly. So yeah, rewind this real quick. I told you in the video before, I like to trust my teammates too, especially my 2 guard, to bring the ball because they have the mismatch with the non-lock on them. So I just space the court for him. He sees that the guy is playing off, passes. Guess what? I'm a knockdown shooter. It's green. Now I know those tips are really simple, but I feel like I had to let it be known. Patience, attacking angles, and playing off the ball, to me, are the 3 most important things to being a good guard. Dribbling, shooting is just a part of the game. That's not guard specific. As a point guard, you need your mental right in order to be able to adapt to any situation that's in front of you. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said earlier though, if you're trying to pull up to these 10s, join our Discord. The link is going to be in the description. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. As usual though, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace. How you can't tell time but you watch face? You're not on real time if you watch fake.